right. Let's get on to more important things in Manchester United. Rugby. Jannie du Plessis joining us on the phone this afternoon. Nice to chat to you again, Jannie.
Very nice to chat to you, Darren. I just overheard you speaking about the Guns N' Roses song, so if you did play that, I think you don't have too bad taste in music, eh?
Oh, you like that kind of thing, eh?
Yes, I do. I mean, that was the music that I listened to when I thought I became a man. So I've got good memories.
There we go, guys. So while you're studying your medicine, you're listening to Guns N' Roses in your what would have been a Walkman back in those days.
Well, yes, absolutely. Not a Walkman, a Discman.
Oh,
the series was already out, so
okay.
But the Discman was very tough on battery, so you had to sanction yourself.
Now that Walkman was even harder because you had to walk around with a pencil as well, because when your tape got chewed up, you had to try and unravel it while you're running. It's horrible.
Good old days.
Definitely good old days, eh? All right, Jannie, listen, lucky to chat to you again. And I was actually going through my SMSs the other day just to go back a couple of weeks, which we don't mind doing, right?
Absolutely not, Darren.
Yeah. I was going through my SMSs on my phone because I remember I think I sent you an SMS after the final last year. And Jannie said, I promise you, as he was gutted, he said, I promise you it's not going to happen again next year. And he was right.
Yes. Well, yes. At the time that you sent the SMS, I really was gutted, and fortunately for us, it worked out well, and we're on the other side of the coin this time.
There we go. Big new era coming up for the Sharks. It's very exciting times. But now, obviously, we've chatted to a lot of people involved with that final, and this sort of links into why you're still here now. That final, I mean, Brendan telling us you basically pushed through the pain barrier during that game with a gammy wrist.
Well, yeah, you don't do stuff like that people can know about it. But yes, I broke my hand the week before the semi-final. I think on the Wednesday.
You broke it.
Yes, my metacarpal. That's just the fancy word for the bone between your wrist and your finger. So I mean you could just leave it so it would heal. It was luckily it was undisplaced, but I knew that if I just took the plaster, then I wouldn't make the final. So we decided that I'll get a plate and screws, and yes, they plated it and they screwed me. So I played in the final, and luckily everything went well for us. And it would have been worth it either way. I mean, to play in a final is already a big honor and a privilege. But it made it that much sweeter that we won.
Yeah.
Oh, you fuss-baited big time.
Yeah. You didn't do that operation yourself, did you? You got someone else to do it.
Well, no, I didn't do it myself, but I did tell the doctor that he mustn't screw me too much.
Was it local or general, Jannie?
No, it was general.
Whoa.
Yeah. Johnny, it's a proper operation with plates and stuff.
Yeah.
That's awesome. But obviously, it's a case of you want to play in the final, you want to do it, and it's such a key game. So no matter what, does it help being a doctor knowing what you? Because I mean, it's not exactly like you're in the most unexposed part of the game, where there's boots and things being chance you can get trampled or stood on there or anything. So. It's unlike you didn't try and nurse your hand away from all the trouble area, because it's difficult to be able to make those decisions yourself.
Well, the thing is, I mean, I didn't mind being trampled and getting some bumps and bruises because I mean that's part of the game. But it was just difficult to bind at first. I mean, I got the operation on the Thursday before the semi-final. Yeah. So they put a block in and. So I couldn't open or close my hand. My nerves was completely down, and initially I thought, oh shit, this is going to be impossible. And the week of the final, we really nursed it. They tried the Monday and the Tuesday and the Wednesday and the Thursday. Eventually on the Thursday I could bind, and then I knew, well, if I can bind on Bismarck, I'm going to play. Don't matter if they do trample on it or what. I mean, I just didn't want to let the team down. And yes, I mean, fortunately for me, it all worked out.
Yeah. What now? I mean, is there follow-up operations and treatment that you're doing now, and that's why you're not with the boys overseas?
Well, I initially thought that I'll tour because I thought that I'll just do the same. But we took an X-ray of my hand after the final, and there was a little bit of displacement, and the surgeon said it's really like not wise to test it even more, seeing that it is your hand and it affects your functionality.
Yeah.
So I mean, ultimately it was his call, and although I fought in tooth and nail, I at the end had to realize that they're actually doing this for my best interest. Yes.
Yeah. Well, if I can just share something with you, and I know how desperately you want to play every game, but we've had lots of conversations over the last couple of weeks about yourself in particular, with from the guys in your setup to the so-called experts and stuff, and in a way a blessing in disguise, because the question I've been asking everyone is, look, I think Jannie is crucial to our World Cup hopes when it comes to the scrum and other areas in a couple of years' time. From a long-term point of view, can we play, or can Jannie du Plessis play as many games? So I think you've played 36 games this year already, in that position, and still be able to keep yourself going for another 2 years without completely having your body just worn down because of all the work you put in.
Well, the thing is, Darren, I mean, I do believe that tight forwards, seeing that they don't have the fast twitch fibers that the backs have, they become like leather, and the more you use the leather, the better it becomes.
Okay.
So, I mean, from a personal point of view, sometimes if you can play good rugby over an extended period of time, and if you can serve your team for 30 odd games a year, then it really it's a personal accolade that you really work for. So whether I'll be able to do it, I don't know, but I can tell you that I'll give it my best shot.
Yeah.
And I mean, after last year, people said yes, it's difficult to have 2 seasons like that in a row, and I mean, unfortunately, this is a little bit of a freak accident. But other than that, I think I would have probably played the 3 tests and played another 35 games this year as well. So, yeah, I mean, I'm blessed. I haven't had really bad injuries, and I'll use this time that I've got off now to get my body in the best possible shape. That when the season starts next year, I'm razor sharp and I'm not blunt, and it doesn't take time to really hit my stride.
Well, remember, you got Jake there as well, and he brought Osterrand out of retirement, so he might want you to go until you're like 42 or 43 as well.
well, if it is in any way possible, I would like to go that distance. So yeah, I mean, I'm really looking forward to next year. I think if we work hard and if the team does well, I think we'll do well.
Absolutely, Jannie. And I just want to ask you one, being a medical man yourself, so I mean, more better than most how the body works. I mean, you're confident that you're happy and that your body's fine and it's not taking strain or stress in any areas that it shouldn't, with the amount of rugby playing. Because if anyone would know, you'd know what's going on with your own body.
Well, yes. I mean, like I said, I mean, I've been blessed, and I really, the older you get, the better you've got to look after your body. You can't do the things that you did when you were 20.
I know.
But I mean, my body actually feels quite good. I mean, I'm 30 years old now in 2 weeks' time. So I actually, it almost feels like as you get used to the season and as your body gets used to the knocks and what they expect from you, like you sort of you get conditioned to it. So yes, I mean, I my body feels good, and I'm really looking forward to 2-3 more very good seasons, and then we'll look from there.
Fantastic. It's great to hear that. It really is good to hear that. And we obviously you get, as we say, blessing in disguise in some way. We know how much you'd love to have been over there, but at least you do get a chance to have a bit of a break and get yourself ready for the new year. When is your birthday? What date?
the 16th of November.
Yay! It's a day before my little lighty.
Really?
Yeah, he's the 17th. So
Well, then your little lighty is going to be a machine.
he is. Don't worry, he's a machine already.
Because whenever I tell people when my birthday is, they say, "Ooh, yeah, you're a Scorpio. Ooh, you got a tail." So I don't know what that means. I don't know whether I stick people, but. I mean, that's just tongue-in-cheek, so don't,
yeah, no, we got it the right
put
way.
that on air.
No, we got it the right way. Don't worry. Well, I will remember to send you a message the day before Mark's birthday to wish you a happy birthday, big 30th birthday coming up.
And I appreciate it.
All right, Jannie. Well, enjoy it. Listen, just enjoy what you can out of your break. I know you're going to be watching the guys closely. Just a final one from me. Do you? I mean, you've been part of the setup for a while, and people start to look at when that day comes, whenever it is, as you say. You'll probably go on until Oosterrand sort of kind of lengths playing rugby. But do you sort of think about who your successor will be, not only from a provincial point of view, but a national point of view as well? Because it seems to be a big topic of discussion that, we don't have a whole lot of tight heads queuing up to come and take your place. So...
Well, Darren, I don't think that that's a big problem. I think South Africa has been blessed with good rugby players in all positions. I mean, I think there's really good tight heads. If you look at Vian Harps at the Sharks, I really think he had a great Currie Cup season. I know the guys really rate Frans Malherbe highly. I haven't seen enough of him, but I mean, he's got the physical needs to be a top tight end, and of course Koenie Oosthuizen is physically he's really, really big and strong, and he's quick. So yes, I don't think it's going to be a huge problem, and I look forward to supporting the box for many years with great players in every position.
Fantastic. Well, that's still a long way down the road. Still going to see a lot of Jannie du Plessis on the field. Lekker to chat to you as always, but all the best. And as I say, enjoy your break. And thanks a lot for chatting to us this afternoon.
Thank you very much, Darren. All the best there. And play some nice music for the guys, eh?
All right, what else do you like?
Well, I like Nirvana and Red Hot Chili Peppers and Springbok New Girls, Oasis.
Wow.
I think if you take that era, you can play any of those songs that were a hit then from about 2000 to 2005. I think the guys will enjoy it.
All right. Well, still tell me if you know this song.
I do know that song. That's a brilliant song.
Nirvana. Here it is, Jannie. Thanks, buddy. All the best, man.
Okay, Dan.
Cheers. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Get that and your other favorite sound clips from bulls.co.za now.